what's going on, guys? My name is Shane, and today I am reviewing a Lush product. I have been going to Lush for quite a while since it kind of like blew up on YouTube. It really caught my interest, but really I only ever used their bath bombs, their bubble bars, and a lip scrub, but I never really ventured into the whole black pot products. So I had gone in probably a week and a half to 2 weeks at this point ago, and I actually went in with my husband, and I was sort of on the hunt. I'm like, okay, I want to get a black pot product today, but what do I want? I was kind of looking for maybe a hair mask, or what else was I looking for? Maybe like a shampoo bar or like a facial cleanser, something of that sort. I wasn't going in for any specific product, but I caught they had this table where there was almost a display, and there were like these 6 or 7 large chunks of clay, and they were almost wrapped up in these little like leaves, and it really caught my interest. I was like, what could that possibly be? And as I was looking at the pieces of clay, one of the employees had come up to me and was like, you know, what are you looking for? And then he started explaining what these pieces of clay was, and he told me that these were their facial cleansers, and that the little pots that they actually come in were in this little refrigerator that the store had. And the reason that they were in the refrigerator is because the product has no preservatives whatsoever, so they have to be refrigerated. So I thought that was kind of cool. Needless to say, I ended up buying one. The guy who was helping me asked what kind of skin I have, and I just said normal to dry. I said very, very, very rarely do I get oily at all, so he recommended this one, which is the Angels on Bare Skin facial cleanser. So I have been using this cleanser every morning and every night for the past week and a half to 2 weeks, so I feel like I can give a fair review of how it treated my skin to begin with. I don't know the overall how this is going to treat my skin, but I can tell you what to expect using this product, and I feel like I've used it enough to let you know if I'm going to repurchase it once I do get rid of it. So with that said, let's get into the actual review. So like I said, I had never used any of their black pot products, so I really didn't know what to expect, and he gave me this size. Well, I ended up buying this size. This size was $13, I believe, but I know they have a bigger tub. Oh, this was $13.95. I pulled it up on their website right here on my computer, but they have a really big tub for $33.95, which I actually think I'm going to buy the bigger tub when I get rid of this. So needless to say, I love this product, and I'll tell you why. So, well, first of all, before I get into that, let you know how, or like what its ingredients are, because the first ingredient is ground almonds. So if you have an allergy to almonds or nuts, just be cautious of that with this. It has water, lavender oil, rose absolute, chamomile blue oil, couple oils I can't pronounce, lavender flowers. So it's pretty much rose, lavender, and almond. So if you don't like the scent of any of those, or if you have an allergy to any of those, I would steer away from this one. Now this was a little bit weird to get used to using. When I was in the Lush store, the guy was explaining how to use it, and he said to take a pea-size amount, put it on the palm of your hand, get a little bit of water, and kind of massage it into your hand. Now it sounds super easy, but when you try it on your own, it's a little bit awkward because it's not a creamy or a foamy facial cleanser that, you know, I had always been used to using. I'll actually open it and show you the products because I'm sure you're curious. Now remember, I've been using this for about 2 weeks, and it has barely gone down. This will last forever, and I can tell you right now, as soon as I took off the cap, all I can smell is lavender. Yeah, so if you're not a fan of lavender, it's very potent with lavender, but it's a very odd texture. I'll take it out. So I just broke off a little chunk. It's almost like a little clay, so you can kind of squish it in your fingers. So it's firm, but definitely, you know, squishy. And when activated with water, you just kind of, you know what? I'm gonna get some water. First, I'm going to show you the size that I usually use. So I really don't use much more than this. I might go a little bit bigger, but truly a little goes a long way. So I put it in the palm of my hand, and let me get some water. Okay, so I have some water in my hand. It's kind of hard to see. I hope I'm kind of showing it well. But what I start doing is just kind of start squishing it and just kind of trying to break it up with just the tip of my finger within the water. And then you'll see that it starts breaking down a little bit, and then it creates almost this like off-white, almost light gray color, and this is what you apply all over your face. So you would massage it all over your face, and because it does have ground almonds in it, it acts as an exfoliator too. So you can feel the almonds working, you can smell the lavender. So usually I would mix this around in the palm of my hand, and then I would take both my hands, make sure my hands are wet, both my hands, and kind of work it so I have more of space to work with my hands, so I'm not just like using just the palm. But I also wet my face before I apply this product. It just makes it go on a little bit more smoothly, and then I just massage it into my skin as I would with a normal face cleanser. Apparently I can't speak today. Getting used to this product might take a couple tries, but a little does go a long way. You saw how little I used, and that counts for one face wash. So yes, this little tub was $14, but this is gonna last me forever. Now we're getting into some more juicy details, because when I went to the checkout with this black pot, the cashier literally said to me, "Do not panic after you use this product." I'm like, don't tell, what? Like, why would I panic? And I just started laughing. I don't know why, but I just started laughing, and he's like, yeah, he's like, you're going to break out. Your skin is going to react to this product. And I'm not 100% sure why. You know what? I'm going to search that right now. So I was reading just a couple reviews on it, and it's kind of 50-50. I think it totally depends on how your skin is when it comes to acne, because when I started first using this product, now this is what the guy was warning me about. He said don't panic, but you're going to break out after first using this product. That's what I was trying to research, why this typically breaks you out. I don't know. To me, it's like it's cleaning out my skin, so every pimple that was gonna come up eventually is coming up sort of all at once. So I started breaking out probably a day or two after I started using this. This did not waste any time. It started breaking me out. But the guy also said that your skin will start clearing up. He said you're just gonna break out, and then within about 10 days you're gonna see an improvement in your breakouts, which is true, because I think I'm either nearing 10 days or I could even be on 10 days, and I'm starting to see whatever broke out is starting to settle back down again. It's starting to, my skin is starting to clear, and that's what a lot of the reviews were saying, that, you know, a lot of them had acne prone skin, but it took about 2 to 3 weeks to really see an improvement with their skin. So I truly think that this product really works. I love it. I mean, now that my skin is clearing up again, I'm going to see hopefully even better improvement in my skin. Now when it comes to washing my face, you know, a lot of the times after you wash your skin and you rinse it and you pat it dry, your skin kind of tends to get really tight, and depending on how good the cleaner is using, sometimes it can be really uncomfortable and you feel like you have to get lotion on right that second because your face is about to crack in half. At least that's some of the cleanser experiences that I personally had. But this will make your skin feel a little bit tight. Like, you'll definitely notice, like, okay, it's a little bit tight, but it's not nearly to the extent of most of the facial cleansers that I've used. Like I said, I had to put lotion on almost immediately after using that cleanser. With this, I can go a little while before I'm like, ooh, I could probably use a little bit of lotion. So it does doesn't leave your skin feeling uncomfortably dry or irritated or tight, which is another thing that I really love about this product. So I think that's actually everything that I wanted to cover. I hope the little demonstrations that I had going on during the video helped a little bit. If you get your hands on this product, or I know there's a couple of you that actually use this product, let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. I'd really like to know what you guys think. Also, if you want to see any other sort of reviews on any beauty products that I've been using for a while, I have a couple in the works, but I want to make sure you guys like these type of videos. It doesn't have to be Lush, it doesn't have to even be beauty. If you see any sort of product that really interests you, that you want to see either a first impression or review on, let me know down in the comments as well. But that's gonna be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you want to miss my video, subscribe. If you want to be notified about my next video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And until my next video, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.